Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, today's going to be kind of an interesting day on BigRedEDC because I'm going to have two videos for you today. This one that you're watching this morning, obviously, and I'm going to release another one this afternoon, and they're all going to be covering traveling knives. This one, obviously, we're going to have this small 3-inch Stockman from Camillus, and then this afternoon we're going to have one with a couple of knives. So I think it'll be kind of cool. I decided to put them out on the same day because they're all traveling knives. But now this one comes to us from Jesse Milliken. Jesse reached out to me and said, hey, I have this small Stockman from Camillus, and I'd really like to get your view, a couple of people's view on it. So this one's going to kind of be traveling around, which we've done in the past with some knives, which is really cool. Really appreciate Jesse doing that. But this one, it's kind of cool. Now, guys, I am not I don't want to say retro and I don't want to say antique, but, older style slip joints. I'm definitely a complete novice when it comes to those. But Jesse kind of told me this story about this. Found this at a flea market, was it? Yeah, found it at a flea market and covered in rust. And he kind of rescued it, cleaned it up, and it actually turned out really, really cool. And there's actually a couple of things on this knife that are really pretty cool from the factory, honestly. But he says now, as far as he can find, he found it in catalogs from the 60s and 70s. So, it's right from that time frame. Thing might be older than me, who knows? So that's kind of cool to think about that. I mean, you're talking about a knife that's potentially over 50 years old. That's cool. I'm digging that for sure. But he said the name changed, depending on the catalog listing from baby to pony, but as far as he can find, it's called the 3-inch deluxe baby stock knife. And that's brown stag handle. It's bone. Brown bone handle. Very cool. But look at that. He said that is factory filing from Camillus on that liner there in the back, which is actually pretty cool. I think that's awesome. Now, I'll be perfectly honest with you. Originally, he had told me about it, but when I did the unboxing and stuff, I didn't even really notice it because it was so fine, And I'm like, oh, dang, that is pretty cool. Now, like I said, this is, 60s, early 70s possibly. The construction is pretty awesome. You got a nice long pull on this sort of California clip, if you will. There you go. You got Camillus, New York, USA. Now you can tell this blade has quite a bit of patina on it. There's some pitting and stuff. Like you said, there was rust and he had to clean it up really good. But very cool. And then, of course, you've got, we'll turn it over here. You got a, where is it? Nail nick there for your little spade blade. You've got a nail nick here for your little pen blade, which is pretty awesome. So it's 3 inches by the handle, fully open with that California clip. We'll do the long blade. It's going to give you just over 5 inches of total length, cutting edge of right about 2 inches. Now, I don't know about you, but it does look, now that's just a swedge. Okay, that's just it's a swedge on one side, which is very interesting. I kind of thought maybe it was another, possibly an extension of the long pull, but it's not. I think it's just a swedge cut in there. Very cool. That's just an awesome little knife. And it's really cool because, well, like I said, I'm not overly familiar with these older slip joints. I know, you talk about guys like Thrifty, Tom from Knife Delights, which I know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up sending this to Tom next, which it'll be awesome to hear his take on it because he's a lot more knowledgeable when it comes to even Tobias, you know, those guys are a lot more proficient, knowledgeable when it comes to these older slip joint knives. I don't know, I kind of see that as like a football shield. I mean, me liking football, it makes sense. I'm not sure of the exact what, you know, it was supposed to represent. I kind of see it as a football. It'll be interesting to see what the other guys think. But it is just a cool, cool little knife. And I really appreciate Jess sending this one out for me to take a look at. Because like I said, it's not, I'm not overly knowledgeable. I mean, I didn't find, he must have been digging for a while. Because I started looking stuff and I don't think I found half of what he found about it. But that's pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to hear what these other guys, Tom, Thrifty, have to say about this one. Very, very interesting to hear, whoa, what they have to say. It's a little guy, but it's really, really cool. And Jess, I'm glad you rescued this little piece of history, if you will. Cleaned it up, fixed it up, and now it's a pretty awesome little knife. No half stops on it or anything like that. No half stops on any of the blades. It's got a pretty decent walk and talk to it for as old as it is. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Obviously, the main blade has its spring, and then the two smaller blades, they share a spring. Pretty cool. Really, really awesome. I'm really, really thankful to Jess for sending this one out. Thank you so much. Like I said, I don't know where you're gonna find these guys. If you want to hunt for these, go for it. I know I usually try to like give you a link somewhere to look. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with this one. This is it's a, I don't know if I want to say rare piece, but it's definitely something I had never seen before and just really, really appreciate the opportunity to check it out. But as I mentioned before, guys, stick around. I'm going to have another video this afternoon with 2 more traveling knives coming out. So really appreciate you guys stopping by to check this one out. Like I said, I think I'm going to send this one on to Tom at Knife Delights. So make sure you tune in to Tom because I bet he's going to have some really awesome things to say about this knife. But thanks a lot, guys. Always appreciate you guys stopping by. Jesse, thank you so much again for sending this one out. Really, really appreciate the opportunity to check it out. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.